Yeah, y'all, good night again, good evening. It's another Sunday Night Live. It's me and you and everybody else in between. Just take a few seconds to acknowledge the meme there. Because somebody this week was asking me if we had to study Pascal. And I was like, what? You didn't know? Oh no. That's horrible. Because there are people out there that study in Pascal hard, dog. Like hard. The video saying 2019. Shucks, I forget to change it to 2020. 2020. Alright, cool. I'll put the right cover on it, but I didn't put the right name on it. Swagman, what? If you get any new syllabus? Somebody posted the link to the video with the new syllabus film now. Where I went through everything. Yeah, boy. My barber became essential today. Oh, you mean that y'all are the test subjects, y'all are the guinea pigs? Yeah, kinda. Basically. We all need guinea pigs in life. How else you get a vaccine for a virus? Okay, so today we're going through the January 2020 paper, and I'm going to be going through y'all just like my students in school. I thought it just be in school all the time. So be like, oh sir, I'm by the barber, ting, looking fresh. And I'll just tell them, no, I went to sleep and I woke up this way. It's just, sometimes the pillow will just do stuff. Can't trust them pillows on them, you know. One day you get a zug, next day you come out with a fresh mark. I don't know what to tell you. Alright, yeah, so we have 3 minutes, right? So it's time for me to let you know about my website, makeITsimpleTT.com. Go to tuition services and you will see all the different classes that I have available. I have preset classes that are pre-recorded, and you can go and do that at your own pace whenever you feel like it. That's at a website called eFrame Educational. I have an online class that's $250 TT a month, $40 US. That's happening every week, and you get individual attention. And then for those of you all in Trinidad and Tobago, I have physical classes at different locations. One is in the east, one is in the west. If you have any desire, please contact me. And if you're doing Cape and you just happen to be watching this video, I have Cape classes too for Unit 1 IT, Unit 2 IT, Unit 1 ComSci, Unit 2 ComSci, with IA, without IA, all kind of different things. So that's me, that's makeITsimpleTT, and I'm here for your ComSci and IT educational needs. Enough about that, and enough about my fresh cut. Let's get the final paper for this season out of the way. This past paper season was brought to you by CSEC, who decided that they won't give you any paper 2s in 2020, but if you're watching this video after the fact, the solutions I'm going to do here will apply to the exams that you have to do. From next week, I'll be going back to multiple choice, because I'm going to start and make up some killer beastly multiple choice questions that you all will come and answer on a Sunday night, just to make sure that you know what you're doing. But the reason we're doing paper 2s, just in case you're not too sure and you're watching this video after and be like, why he's still doing paper 2s and the exam is multiple choice, it is for you folks to learn how to apply things with the knowledge that you have, because the knowledge that you have is going to be necessary, except for French. the knowledge that you have is going to be necessary for when you answer the paper 1 questions, which I strongly believe this year in 2020 are going to be new questions. So doing all the repeat questions from all the multiple choice papers from 2010 up to now may not help you as much as learning the work, which is what the paper 2s are going to do. Bring out the things that you know and things that you don't know. Because when they bring 60 whole new questions, because the whole syllabus change, whenever they change over a syllabus, they normally change the questions too. Like historically, when the syllabus change, they have a new pool of questions. So just letting you know that you gotta worry about you might have to think a lot for this multiple choice for IT, but you have me and you have a brain. So let's go. We're the 5-minute mark there, right? Time to start. And we go in question number 1. Alright, the following table shows a list of IT professionals labeled with the letters A, B, C, and D. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to give a letter for the job descriptions that we have here. Alright, so we have some job descriptions. Mounts tapes, loads printer paper, and backs up data files. That sounds like a very normal job, but we'll go through all of them first and then we'll join them in, right? Cool. Interview stakeholders to gather data for new information system implementation. Ooh, interesting. Grants privileges and controls access to data. So privileges and controls access. This one is information system implementation. This one is transfers data from source documents directly to the computer. This one, you mount tape, you load stuff, and you back up files. So easiest one out of these here, grants privileges and controls access to data. That's clearly a database administrator. So we'll say that guy is B. Because once you could grant privileges and control the access, you are controlling the database, right? Although a system administrator could be close, right? But once you're given access to data, you gotta think database. Right? Seen? Good. Alright, so then transfers data from source documents directly to the computer. Source documents will be the piece of paper that you write on, right? Source document, source is what you write on. And you try it into the computer, so that's a data entry operator. So you enter in data from a document that you write on, which is a source document, and goes into the computer. Interview stakeholders to gather data for new information systems. If you're interviewing stakeholders to implement a new information system, and you are interviewing is basically what systems analyst will do, because you're analyzing what the current system does to make sense. Right? So that'll be D. And then mounts tapes, loads printer backup, and whatnot. You are a straightforward person that does basic things. Mounting a tape, loading a printer, and backing up data files. You are a computer operator. That would be C. Any questions there? Nope. You should have gotten that fairly easily. Alright, part B. Oh yeah, this paper I kinda concerned about because a few of my students did January 2020 and they didn't get one. Like some of them didn't get ones. I thought should I get ones, and I was worried. So this is the first time I'm actually doing the paper, so we'll see. Identify one unique software application that is used in each of the following professions: engineering, AutoCAD, or you could just put CAD, computer-aided design, medical, you would use what's the name of the software application? How's that? Computer-aided machine for medical. Yeah, CAD and CAM. Nah, you can't say sensor and control system because they said software application. A sensor is a piece of hardware, so you had to be able to give software. Right, medical would be like an expert system. Yeah, well, Ren, if you're saying computer-aided diagnostics, you had to make sure that it's not mixed up with CAD, but the actual thing that they use is called an expert system. So computer-aided diagnostics will be cool, but CAD is really stands for computer-aided drawing. So you can't mix up CAD with one place and CAD with the next place. So if you're saying computer-aided diagnostics, which is basically an expert system will be like a better answer. If you put computer-aided diagnostics, I think that they would give it, but you have to make sure you write out diagnostics, because you can't write CAD. If you write CAD, they will think it's computer-aided drawing. Right? Make sure you follow that. Alright, state 2 ways in which the software applications identified in B are used in each profession. AutoCAD is for blueprints. Yeah, put down. Okay. Alright, state 2 ways in which the software application. Wait, let's share this on Discord. Spanish, organize. Before the people in Discord get vexed with me and say that I'll keep forgetting them. Alright, state 2 ways in which the software applications identified in B are used in each profession. You could say the CAD to draw blueprints of buildings or do 3D models or plans, some kind of word like that, right? And then the expert system, will be used to give helpful diagnostics advice based on symptoms, right? Because the expert system, you just put this stuff. Yeah, you can get plot accurately, Jared. That's correct too. Right, so the expert system will give diagnostic advice based on the symptoms put in, right? Because in an expert system, you have to put in the things that you have, and it will try to generate a smart answer for you based on previous information. So it will basically drain all the information from the doctors, put the stuff in the doctor's brain, and put the stuff in the computer, and then cool. Right, so those will be your best answers there, most likely. Now you can't pass supercomputer for medical, because they say a software application. You can't put anything that's hardware based. If you put anything that's hardware based, you'll get it wrong. They'll look at that real easily and be like, oh no, you don't know what software is, because you need to be able to differentiate between hardware and software now. Alright, so I'm moving on if you don't have any questions going forward. Right. Okay, describe the function of each of the following hardware components in a computer. RAM is to hold temporary programs or programs that are currently being used by the CPU. Yeah. Yeah, anything like that. So somehow they have RAM stores data temporarily used by the processor to execute instructions. Yeah, that's cool. Share, you have the first memory store that the CPU interacts with, it also known as main memory. That's the definition of it. You have to give a function of it. So one of the functions you have to say is hold things temporarily or hold things that are currently being used by the CPU. Alright? So Spanish, yeah, store temporary data. Yeah, one of the keywords is temporary, right? So your first mark will be holds temporary stuff and things that are currently being executed or used by the CPU, right? So like usually it'll be like something like that. Alright, secondary storage. Secondary storage will hold data and programs that are going to be used in the future, right? Now, it'll be used in the future, meaning used in the future would be like it will basically you're saying it you're holding it there just for when you need it, because you might need it eventually. Alright, any questions there? Going good. Read-only memory holds data and instructions permanently. So it can be used all the time, right? Alright, example, starting up the computer. Right, the keyword I must have with ROM is that it holds it permanently. Just like in random access memory, I have temporary, right? In read-only, I have permanently. And in the keyword for secondary storage will be used in the future for future use. Nice. Cool. Good. Right. Well done, kids. Okay. In the box, we reach now to part B. In the box provided below, draw a diagram showing the main functions of our computer system. Well, kids, the first thing that always teaches is input, process, output, and storage. 4 marks. Right? So the main functions of a computer, well, a computer is a device that receives an input, processes it, and gives an output, and stores it if necessary. That's like Form 1 kind of stuff there. And if you don't know this diagram in life, I don't know, I ain't too sure what you're doing. I mean, if you're doing IT and you never do this diagram before, what are you really doing with your life? Alright, convert that to decimal. Nope, no binary, no binary. This has now been reserved for Form 6 computer science only, sadly. So that means it's real work in comp sci this year. Alright, number 4. Complete the table below to show the storage medium and method of data access for each of the following. Right, CD-ROM is storage medium. Medium will be like optical. Tape is magnetic. Right, so the storage mediums are optical, magnetic, and flash. Optical means it uses what's called this word? A laser. Magnetic means it uses magnetic polarization. And yeah, if you draw it from like how I have it in the crash course is like even better. So they will have to give it the marks. Yeah. Right, so optical is direct, magnetic is sequential, tape is sequential, and memory card is direct also. Right, so direct, sequential, direct, 6 marks. Right, direct means you could go directly to wherever you want. So if you want to find anything on the CD, you could go to the particular part that you need to. If you want to find anything on the magnetic tape, however, you have to go through every single location over and over and over until I get to the one that I want. And Flash, of course, well, you get it as fast as you want because it's Flash. Except that I didn't break the timeline because Barry sucks. MoneyPro Data Center is currently conducting an upgrade of its facility from the ID interface type. Alright, we don't need to know about interface types. Shamar Robinson, if I still having the crash courses. What crash courses are you talking about? The one that did in April? The next interface type, no interface types again on the syllabus. I feel this will probably mess up some students, you know, this interface type thing. Anyhow. Alright, multi-program, multi-processing, not on the syllabus anymore. Real-time and batch processing, not on the syllabus anymore. Software interface and hardware interface, not on the syllabus anymore. So, wow. Ah, look, we get part D. We could do part D. Shema, them crash courses done by you kind of miss the bus there. Oh. Alright. No, I don't have any more crash courses. Like, if I decide to have a next crash course, that will be the crash course I do in April was free. If I do a crash course now, that means you gotta pay, but I doubt anybody could be in a financial situation to pay for a crash course right now. I mean, if you want to join my class that I have right now, that going on, and we doing multiple choices for. Wait, I didn't mute that way. That's not my WhatsApp web still on. The noise still there. Stop sending me messages. Alright, cool. I'm back now. If he get me to 3K before exams, ha ha ha. Right now I on 1.7K. A whole extra 1,000 subscribers, boy. Nah, I pain. I real pain. Alright, Shema, message me on Instagram at makeITsimpleTT and we will sort out your situation. If you're not on Instagram, just go to my website, makeITsimpleTT.com, and fill out the form there, and I'll talk. We gonna talk, right? Let me know. Alright, system program and application program. So system programs, they are the ones, what they want to know is the difference between the two of them, right? Distinguish between them. So system runs in the background. Example, operating system or antivirus. Then application software runs in the foreground. Example, MS Word. So basically any example of an app, that'll work. Right? So running in the background, maintenance, yeah, application runs in the foreground. You could say things like users, interface. No, not interface, just users, right? Yeah, things like that. That's cool. Right, so system runs in the background, does maintenance, example, OS, antivirus, memory management, them kind of things. Application software runs in the foreground and primarily uses users, and Microsoft Word, etc. Basically, any app that you could think of, go work. Simplex data transmission and half duplex. Yep, no syllabus, not any syllabus. Yeah, time to waste on that. Syllabus change. Alright, write the following units of storage in ascending order. Alright, so kilo, mega, giga, tera. I mean. Take that 3 marks in and I cake. Easy, cake. Alright, rock satellite systems feed photographs and videos to a server station. Identify the storage unit listed in A, which will most likely be suitable for storing this data. Satellite systems. Satellite images will most likely be like a gigabyte. Because it's big now. They will give you terabytes too. Alright, so I don't want to do 2. Gigabytes or terabytes, we will accept it. Somehow I feel they will lean towards terabytes, but I could see people arguing for answers when the markers come together. They go argue and be like, nah, gigabyte should be an answer too, and then they will like adjust the marking scheme accordingly. I complete the following table by stating one way in which each of the following devices is used in an application. Alright, OCR, text to document, OMR, multiple choice, slash barcodes, anything like that. Dot matrix printer will be on multi-form sheets. Right, now we all know a multi-form sheet, right? Remember, multi-form sheets are the sheets that have like carbon paper, so they all join together, and they are all when you hit on one side, the carbon paper will print out on the next side too, right? Right, barcode scanner will be point of sale. Joystick will be for controlling drones to go and bomb a country. Okay, no. Flight simulator. Or joystick will be special moves in FIFA. MICR, bank checks. Cake, feed, feast on the cake. Alright, moving on now. Yeah, all should chew up that question as easy stuff. Alright, now we on section 2. Hey, look, they bring out a Microsoft Word question. Nice to know. Ever so often it does get a Microsoft Word question. So most of the times it's be Excel and database, Excel database, but sometimes it's get a Microsoft document one and you just be like, ah boy, even more cake now. So the EMROC group of companies specialize in cybersecurity, among other things. The group is very active in increasing awareness for cybercrime. So following is an extract from the invitational letter, blah, 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 blah. Letter, right. So you would read that, you won't do that to me. You wouldn't do it like how I did. Identify 2 features from each of the following formatting types found in the document. Well, 2 features from each of the following formatting types. Document formatting. Alright, so document formatting is not character formatting, right? Character formatting is like bold and italics and underlining. Document formatting will be like how it aligned and them kind of stuff. So we could see that it is aligned left. Right? Because you have a nice little line here that is straight on the left hand side, but on the right hand side it's obviously jagged. So you have left align. Then you have single space. Alright, because you could see here clearly that is only one single space in between it. Nah, you can't say justified. It's not justified. If it was justified, it would have been straight on this side too. I mean, if you watch this one, it kinda trying to be straight. Kinda. So we could take that the second paragraph is fully justified here. So you could say align left, paragraph 1. And then you could say, well, single spaced, and then you could say fully justified paragraph 2, right? Because this one, yeah, it fully justified means that it'll have a straight line on both sides. So it's kind of like a straight line on both sides, yeah. I'll accept it. Alright, so that's document formatting. You can see that. Character formatting, well, bold. And what else, boy? There is bold, and then there is what else are you seeing? Uppercase, dog. Way. You might be correct. Invisible underlines. But seriously though, what's the other character formatting? It's clearly that they use bold here and they use bold here, but do I know underline? It have italics anywhere? It must be somewhere inside it. They ain't so backward. Or maybe they are. It don't have any italics, it don't have any underline. No superscript, no subscript. Font? No, all of it is Times New Roman. Lowercase. Now this question weird. Character formatting, it don't have any other character formatting, it's just bold. What else I missing, boy? All you find is crazy. It must have italics or something inside here, boy. Whoa. Which character? Alright, this is a joke to me. Oh, like my wife just pointed out to me here. They use sentence case. Each letter here is starting with a capital letter. Yeah. So sentence case is correct. Sentence case. Woo. Yeah, that's a little stumper there. Yeah. Right, it have uppercase, it have lowercase, and it have sentence case. Sentence case means every letter in the sentence is capitalized, even though it's not supposed to be capitalized, because in a normal sentence, National Cybersecurity Awareness Month, they don't have to be in capital letters now, but they put it in capital letters. So you learn something there, Well done, CXE, well done. That was a nice, tough question here with Microsoft Word. Normally, Microsoft Word questions will be real cake, but they come good there, Alright, so remember there's uppercase, lowercase, and then there's sentence case. But sentence case is a specific thing that you have to do in order to get this to happen, even though you type it in. But, yeah. Differentiate between the two types of documents necessary for a word processor to generate multiple letters when invited party. You need a template with the basic letter plus a data source with all the names and info to send it. Yeah. Right, so sometimes you see primary document and secondary document. Secondary. Yeah. Right. If you have primary and secondary document, that's cool. Once you could show that the primary has the basic letter or the words that you want to say, and then the data source is the secondary one. Right? Cool, that was that. Alright. And then they have a what? Excel? Look at that. Look at that. Alright, the data presented in the spreadsheet is limited to A1 to E14. Cool. State term needs to describe the difference between the largest numerical value and the smallest numerical value in A1 to E14. A1, which is here, E14 is here. The term used to describe the difference between the largest numerical value and the smallest numerical value. Range? That's not even Excel though. That's maths. When you subtract the highest from the lowest from the highest, you just get the range here, and then you just get the like interquartile range and them kind of thing. What I had to do with Excel though? I'm not happy. I'm not happy. This question is not it's not high on the logic side. Wow. Okay. Name the area under the heading first name. The area under the heading first name. This area here. Vedang, I understand that it could be equal difference, but there is no function. They didn't ask for a function, they said the term. If they wanted it to put equal difference, then they would ask you for the function. But that's a weird function to determine between A1 to E14. It's not logical, it's not making sense. The way the question stated, it basically asking you the difference between the largest value and the smallest value. I good. Yeah. The name of the area under the heading first name. What is the name of this area here? Names? Cells? Or the range A5 to A14? Big brain time. It's kind of weird. Name of the area under the heading first name. What in the world? What really? I don't understand. The name of the area underneath first name. First name values column. Who write this Excel question, right? Like, who come up with this Excel question? This is not even using terms that you have in Excel. You know, it's like when you try so hard to make the question different that you literally write nonsense to separate the question from all the other Excel questions. Like the name of the area under the... I would love to see the answers to this paper. I love to see what they had. Look. The name of the area is cells. Cells? A range of cells? What? What? I don't know. I don't know. A rectangular block of cells. This is like when this is like when Goku went to Super Saiyan 3 and Vegeta stand up like, what? But how? Like, that's not possible. Yeah. Poor fella. Alright, name the feature used to align EM Fortress. Nani? Yeah. Yeah. Alright, name the feature used to align EM Fortress. If the dark off the top. Alright, we know this. This is our merge and center. Yeah, merge and center. We know that one for sure because they said name the feature. So we know the feature. That's cool. That's really okay. But you see this here, and to extend this here, weird. Really weird. It's a good thing it's only 1 mark. Alright, write a formula which can be replaced in cell D15 to calculate the total number of subjects the company will need to pay for. Write the formula in cell D15. D15 is here. Total number of subjects that they'll have to pay for. See, that's we adding up from up here, which is D5 to D14. So it'll be equal sum D5 colon D14. Yep. So I have a query, the one where you want to get it across multiple columns. Is it merge and center or merge columns? It's merge and center, because once you have words, you'll just highlight the words and merge and center it. That's the thing. Whoosh! Thanks there, and it's a formula, not function. Good looking out. I wasn't paying attention there. Oh my goodness! Nah. Whoever write this Excel question on drugs. So you're telling me I'll put equal D5 plus D6 plus D7 all the way down to D14? D5 plus D6 plus D7 plus D8 plus D9 plus D10 plus D11 plus D12 plus D13 plus D14? No, this is poor. It's real poor. Because they clearly, because the thing is 2 marks, they wanted to write a function. They wanted to put equal sum, so that you get 1 mark for the sum, and then they want to put a range D5 colon D14. Clearly, that's what they want, so that you'll get 2 marks. But somebody in the right man write a formula. This paper is trash. Okay, up to this point, this Excel question is trash. Somebody need to get fired for this. Previous patterns have indicated that the number of students EM Fortress pays for increases by 5% each year. Write a formula to calculate the number of students the company will need to pay for in 2020. So, pays for increases by 5% each year. Anybody understand what I'm saying? Previous patterns have indicated that the number of subjects is here, increases by 5% each year. Oh, so that'll be equal 0.5 multiply, no, 5% is 0.05. Yeah, 0.05 multiplied by D15. Okay, cool. Yeah. Right, so they're saying that the increases in number of subjects goes up by 5%. So you want to calculate the number of subjects that they will have to pay for. So it'll be 0.05 plus D15, right? So you add back the D15 to that's maths basically. Alright, so D15 is where we have the total. The total we're going to calculate it here because we just calculated the total in D15. So we multiply the D15 by 5% and adding it to added back to the D15. Because this is the total for 2019, and then you want to add 5% of that total to it. That's maths. Okay, this is by far the worst Excel question I've seen in a long time. Like, long time. I mean, I know that it has some confusing questions and it has some dumb questions, but this by far, yeah, this Excel question here deserves a boo. It deserves a boo. Thumbs down, kids. Thumbs down. Alright, so we got the problem solving now. Let's see if they can redeem themselves. Ricardo's father owns a bus company. As a programmer, Ricardo is creating a program to calculate the revenue generated by the company. Consider the following segments of pseudocode created by Ricardo. Alright, cool. Thank you very much, Ricardo. We're very happy to be in your company. Alright, so we have the pseudocode, we set some things, we set something at 330, we ask them for something, we read the information. While they didn't put in a 0, we do some calculations and we keep doing that loop over and over and over. Alright, so this is setting up stuff. This is asking them for a number, read the number. While the number is not 0, we're gonna stay in this loop over and over and over until the person puts in a 0. When they put in a 0, of course, the stop will kick in, right? So list 4 variables in the pseudocode above. Well, total is 1, revenue is an x1, fares an x1. No, fares are constant because fare gets set to 330, so fare stuck like that. So don't get caught putting fares a variable. Fare is not a variable, fares are constant because we set it at 330, they're not changing. Then you have to jump down now to passenger because that could change, and then revenue. No. Wait, did I have any others? Oh gosh, I mean, come now, man, CXC. You really do that? Alright, well then we had to put fare also. Well, we have no choice but to put fare. Total revenue. No, all they have is a thing called total. It has nothing called total revenue. Total revenue. This total here is the same total as that. Yeah, because if they want to say that this is a variable, then okay, then don't set it as a value at the start as a constant. Because it's constant, because you're multiplying by fare. Fare never changes. So really it only has 3 variables and 1 constant. But who am I? I am just a simple teacher from Trinidad who trying to help the world of Caribbean students. Identify the type of error that's located in the pseudocode. The type of error is here. No. Number of passengers multiplied by fare, that's correct. No, that's correct. Nothing wrong there. Total revenues, total. Enter the number of passengers to continue as 0 to any program. Read passenger. Let's see. What's the error? While passenger is not equal to 0, do total is equal to total plus revenue. This total is equal to total plus revenue should have come after the calculation. So what's happening, right? They're trying to find the total. Total is equal to total plus revenue, but on the first time this loop run, total gonna be 0. Revenue gonna be 0, so you're gonna add 0 to 0. So you're not gonna actually calculate anything. The revenue getting calculated here. So in order for the total to get updated, you want this revenue value to have some value. So if you put that after this line, then you will get a result for revenue that will give you a number inside there instead of 0. Alright, are you seeing that? I'm going to kind of zoom in on it so you can see. So what's going on here, right? This thing is trying to calculate revenue for the company. So the number of passengers, let's say the number of passengers comes in as 3, right? Let's say you have 3 passengers. You want to now multiply the amount of passengers by the fare and then add it to the total. But you're going to have a total of 0 here and you're going to have a revenue of 0 there. So you're going to get set total will be equal to 0. And then after that is when you're going to multiply the number of passengers 3 by $3.30. But the revenue will get calculated, but it will never add back to the total. So you want to get this total to add after you calculate this revenue drama here. Are you following? Nobody see any logic there? Please tell me you see any logic. So that means the type of error is a logic error because it's not logical. It's not logical to calculate the total before you find out what the revenue is. So there's a logic error. Alright. Well played, 2020. Well played. Alright, so we had to draw a flowchart for this now. I had to go back and forth. Alright, so we had to set total equal to 0, revenue equal to 0, and fare equal to this. So to set all those things is one process box. Try to make that rectangular as possible. A setting, so I'll put the start. And we put in total equals 0, revenue equals 0, and fare equals 330, right? Total equals 0, revenue equals 0, fare equals 330. Right? Why we putting this as a process is because it is setting a value. Anytime you have an equal sign, tell yourself you're doing a process, right? Always remember that. Once you have an equal sign or arrow, something like that, process is taking place. Then we have write, enter passenger number and read passenger. So that is our parallelogram for the write. So write, enter passenger number, and then we have a read now, which will be read passenger. Cool. Now we have this while loop that's starting here, which is while passenger is not equal to 0. Now every time you see a while is treated like a if. A if and a while, they are condition based. So we're trying to figure out the condition. So the condition is while passenger is not equal to 0. So passenger not equal to 0 question mark. So based on that, we'll have an answer of yes or no. So if the answer is yes, it's not equal to 0, then we're gonna do everything that's inside our loop. So yes, it's not equal to 0. What we gonna do next? All right, cool. We are going to set the total to total. No, it said apply a fixant. Correct the error, right? So we had to correct the error. So we're correcting the error by putting in set revenue is equal to passenger by fare. So rectangle, revenue is equal to passenger multiplied by fare. Alright, all the following methods so far. So far we reach up to, let's erase all this here and see if we could clear up some space. Alright, so basically what I have so far is I have up to here. Right, so we have the diamond representing the selection. After the selection, we want to set the revenue is equal to passenger by fare, and then we want to fix this because remember we moved that on underneath there, right? So then we're going to set total is equal to total plus revenue. So our rectangle again, total is equal to total plus revenue. Nice. So we on that, and now we have to deal with these guys here, which is 2 writes. So if you have 2 writes, you could put both of them in one parallelogram. So we get a nice biggish parallelogram here, and we write in the total revenue is right. The total revenue is blah blah, and write. First we had to write the number of passengers. No. Enter the number of passengers. Enter the blah. Alright, of course when you're doing it, all you go write out the whole thing, but I'm already writing out the whole thing right now. Good. And then we have to read passenger. So in order to read passenger, I'm gonna put a parallelogram there. So read passenger. Cool. And then right, so then I'm going to stop there. So this loop here now, because it's a while loop, it has to help back up to here. Right. Now you must make it loop back up to right before the condition, because when it goes right before the condition, the new passenger that I read at this point here is going to be checked now to see if passenger number will be checked to see if it's 0 or not. Okay, this is big brain time. Right, do you understand that this has to loop back from here and go all the way back up to before this condition, because it needs to check to see if this passenger number is 0. If it's not 0, then it will basically stay back inside the loop. Why I didn't use a connector circle? Because I don't need one. Connector circle is when you reach to the end of the page. If you reach to the end of the page and you have to go onto a new page, that is when you use a connector circle. Other than that, You don't need one. Alright, and then you'll get a stop there. Alright, so I could have make it a lot longer. Normally when you're doing your flowchart, you should drag it to the left a little bit so that you'll get space to expand to the right. But basically this is what that flowchart would look like. And I could see where students would have messed up this question because, well, a lot of students don't know how to draw flowcharts properly. So I would hope you grasp the concept there. What you really have to do is you need to look at the type of statement it is and then look at the shape that you need to put. So you're supposed to be like, okay, I see in right here, that means I know it's a parallelogram. I see in read here, that means I know it's a parallelogram. The real trick part is knowing that this while here, you have to understand that the end while it's kind of like the arrow that goes back up to check to see. So this here is basically, if you were to label it, this is the end while. The end while will be like, oh, we have reached the end of the while. Let's go back up now and check to see if the new passenger number we got is thing. How are you grading this? Well, you normally get a 1 mark for start and stop. They will get a 1 mark for this parallelogram here, that'll be 2. They will get your next 1 mark for having these 2 parallelograms, that 3. Yes, get a 1 mark for having the right condition here, that'll be 4. Yes, get a next mark for having the yes and no. So yes and no. Well, next 1 mark here, like 5. You get a next mark here for putting that in a parallelogram, because that's a 1 calculation. Then you get a next one for doing that calculation. How much we on this so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. You're getting your 8 mark here for reading the stuff. You're getting your 9th mark for reading the passenger, and you're getting your 10th mark for looping it back to the top. Yeah. So that's basically how this mark. Yeah, well, if you leave all the arrows, I mean, that would be a little awkward. That would be hard. Alright, number 10, this is arrays, no arrays, no arrays again. No more arrays, no more arrays. Consider the following statement. This is Pascal. No Pascal. No Pascal. No Pascal. Number 12, Pascal again, no Pascal. Write it in a for loop, Pascal again, no more Pascal. Nope, no Pascal. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Basically, let's ask all sort of Pascal questions at the end. What do you do, boy? Yeah. Alright, so let me see what they're marking this out of. We gotta take out how much this question is. 10. 10 for that. Then we gotta take out 5 here, that is 15. Then we gotta take out 15 there. That's 30 marks already. 30. We gotta take out another 10 here, 40 marks. And then we gotta take out 4 here, that's 44 marks. And then the next 10 you gotta take out 54 marks. Whoosh! This thing out of 46. Wow. They was like, this is the last paper under this syllabus, so we're going to test everything that they're going to take out from the new syllabus. Yeah. Only 46 marks they're working for in this paper. But no, sorry. 66 marks, 66 marks, my bad. Because it's out of 120. Sorry about that. My bad. 66 marks it out of. I was subtracting out of 100. I was supposed to subtract from 120. Yeah. Yeah, that's 60 out of 66 there. That's a good pull there. Veronique, that 52. That's a good pull there. Aaron. Yeah, Scotty, you ain't look too sharp there, but I mean, the paper was tough. Paper was tough. Jared, you get 59. Vedang, 61. Yeah, man. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I'm feeling like all is my own class right now. I feel like I'm teaching all in school and I can send all of the exams and things. I have a little thing in my heart going on right now. A little thing in my heart going on right now. Proud of you. I can't wait to hear the results. Alright, so that concludes our final paper 2 for the season. So from next week, Grace, if they added anything to the syllabus, I could answer your question or no. I could really answer your question, but I'll just not answer your question and use a previous video that I did. Because if I answer everything that they add to the syllabus, we'd be here for a while. I'm gonna just get the video for you and I'll paste the link because I like to talk, but I don't like to talk. If you understand what I'm saying. Copy, share. Why can't I share? All I want to do is share everything, you know. Can you take me? Make life so hard by share. Okay, I found you. Copy. Paste. Alright, yeah, Grace Charles. That link is yours there. You could click on that and thanks for coming. Right, yeah, so now telecom side students are coming at 9:15. So we I still have some time to go and get some water and thing. I told you, it was a good one. This paper was crap, but Ollie still managed to pull it out. So no matter what they do to Ollie, I think Ollie have enough theory inside there now. So just to make up the multiple choice questions to give Ollie next week, right? So bye. Check me on Instagram. On Instagram Tuesday, I'm going to finish building out Voltron. So far reach the 2 legs and the body. We will build out Voltron. At least the arms. I'll get the arms done by Tuesday at least. Sell it. Goodbye, Scotty. Goodbye.